Hey creatures, it's me, Harold, and welcome to the Alchemy Lab, where we like to talk about movies and comic books and stuff. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment about things you would like us to talk about. Today you probably saw in the headline, DCKO is here, first issue. And before we read it, we need to put down our predictions. Predictions. We've got our full roster filled out all the way to the winners. And we're gonna split these videos up so we can break down who is gonna win and who's gonna lose. So get your bootstrap strap and your meal squares ready. I'm Harold, and we're here in the Alchemy Lab breaking down DC's new main event, KO. This is the official bracket from DC, so we're gonna break it down into parts. First up, round one, Superman versus Giganta. This isn't really much of a matchup. Superman takes it. This is a softball. I mean, he's even gonna just put her in prison nicely. Giganta, just be over there. So, easy round one for Superman. Next up is Captain Atom and the Power Girl. This is a tough one to call. Both Power Girl and the Atom have been around for a really long time and have an expansive set of powers. I'm on a personal bias. I'm giving this to Captain Atom. Not sure if I'm going to be right here, but this is the direction I'm going to go. I don't see Power Girl sticking around for very long. Next up, the Firestorm versus Green Lantern Guy Gardner. This is easily going to Firestorm, I think. I do think Firestorm is a way more powerful character. I don't see Guy Gardner, the only Green Lantern in this list, actually making it very far. I do think he's gonna knock him out in round one. Firestorm's gonna knock him out in round one. I really do think that's gonna happen. It might be a fun fight, though. I do want to see that fight, but I don't see Guy Gardner getting very far. Next fight, Jay Garrick the Flash versus Cheetah. Kind of like Superman Giganta, this is another fastball for the Flash. Yes, Cheetah is fast, but is she old school Jay Garrick fast? I don't think so. This is kind of a boring fight, in my opinion, so skip. Aquaman versus King Shark. Shark is a shark. As much as I love King Shark, Aquaman is definitely going to take his number. Aquaman has to go help Superman and the rest of the heroes defeat whatever's going on in this book. And I don't see King Shark being very helpful. Maybe he's a Suicide Squad inclusion if he wins a round one, but I don't really see Aquaman. Why would that happen? We'll see. In this fight, it's Dawn of the Hawkman, Connor Hawk versus the Hawkman. This is probably my most under-researched fight. Connor Hawk and Hawkman, I don't know if they're related, but it looks like they're both of the Hawkverse, which is probably my most appreciated part of the DC universe, honestly. Sorry, guys. You tell me who will win this fight, but I'm going to go with regular Hawkman. Now it's time for some heavy hitters. It's Black Lightning versus the villainous Lex Luthor. I do not see Lex Luthor wanting to be a part of this at all, so Black Lightning takes the win. And even if Lex Luthor did want to be involved, Black Lightning would still win. Why is this? Yeah, okay, whatever. I just see Black Lightning taking this as an easy win. He's going to help the other heroes, just like Aquaman and the other big heroes who are getting these first softballs. And Lex Luthor is going to be a softball. Just like this next fight, the Demon versus Supergirl. Just like Lex Luthor, the Demon does not want to be involved in this. How did he get dragged in to begin with? Not really a hero, he's not really a villain, and now he's just showing up in this main DC event? We'll see. But for me, this is another softball win for Supergirl. On the other side of the bracket now, Wonder Woman kicks things off with a softball win with Starro. Why would Starro... I mean, Starro is basically a good guy last time I checked in the lore. He was helping out Batman and such, so I don't see Starro. I just see Starro throwing this fight so Wonder Woman can continue. That's it. Unless there's something else going on. Maybe he's returned to his old giant form. I don't know. Now, this next fight's going to be interesting, and I'm not sure who would be the clear winner here. And now it's going to be Lobo versus Plastic Man. Both of these characters are basically immortal. I mean, if you've read the most recent series, Plastic Man No More, you kind of understand, unless there's some kind of outside force going on, Plastic Man is crazy powerful. However, so is Lobo. I'm not sure which way this will go. Lobo doesn't really want to be here unless he wants just the thrill of the fight. But I feel like there's an outside force that he's going to be aware of and not want to involve himself. So I'm giving the winner to Plastic Man. Next up is a top seed for the full winner, in my opinion, and that'd be the Swamp Thing versus the Vixen. Vixen gets her powers from an amulet that gives her powers of the red, like animal powers and so forth. I'm not sure if in the current lore she's the avatar for the red. I'm pretty sure that's Animal Man's daughter still, last time I checked. I do think the win's going to Swamp Thing, though. I think Swamp Thing may go all the way. Or he just doesn't want to be involved. If it's on another planet, he definitely doesn't want to be involved. But if it's on Earth, most likely. In this next fight, it's an interesting one, and that's the Batwoman versus the Cyborg. Both of these characters are big brains, so they both want to solve this problem, yet they're in the same round together. One of them's going to take a knee so the other can help behind the scenes. And if I'm going to choose, I think Batwoman's going to keep fighting so Cyborg can be sneaky and figure something out behind the scene. And Batwoman will keep fighting. That's my prediction, because these two will work together. Easy. And this next fight is basically the same thing, and that's the Batman versus Star Sapphire. On a pure power level, Star Sapphire is an easy win here. Perhaps Batman is working behind the scenes with Cyborg. That's my prediction there. The Bat family is all over this side of the bracket. And next you've got the Red Hood versus Damian Wayne. I think Damian Wayne's going to win this. Red Hood doesn't want to be involved in a stupid tournament, but Damian Wayne's probably going to love this. Or it's the other way around. I don't... If I had to bet, neither of them would like tournaments, but Damian would probably have more fun doing it. So I'm putting the win for Damian Wayne. Some big heavy hitters here. And that's Zatanna versus Barda. Now, DC KO is probably going to heavily involve Darkseid, which makes Barda a key figure, in my opinion. On a power level, I think Zatanna takes this win, but story-wise, Barda's going to win. I'm picking Barda. And then the last fight of round 1 will be the Harley Quinn versus Metamorpho! This isn't really a power level matchup. This is going to be a story level matchup. Harley's going to probably want to be in this tournament, and she's a prominent DC character, so that's probably going to happen. This is probably going to be a win for Harley, and then Metamorpho is going to just go away or something. I don't know. But the win is going to go to Harley. Bet my bottom dollar, even though power level wise, it's going to be Metamorpho. And that's all of round 1. We're going to break open issue 1 and see what our predictions were like. And then we'll revise and see who moves on to round 2. Leave a comment with your own predictions and tell us what you think of ours. And we'll check back in for round 2. Thank you, creatures. Remember to like and subscribe and stay frosty. Ah!